Disclaimer to anyone who plays Warframe, or anyone who is into Warframe has not gotten to the planet of Uranus. Please, just listen to this. Don't watch the video, because there's spoilers, and I don't want spoilers for you. It's a damn good story. It's a really good hook and sinker. Please, do yourself a favor and just audio it. Thank you. Disclaimer over. Okay.
I'm trying to remember.
I want my Prime Dobro. I want him so bad.
Right, I forgot I had to do. I keep forgetting to do that, and I don't think I have any platinum anymore.
There's a lot of. I know.
I think
I'm done with
also
it. But you can turn platinum. You can turn platinum around.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the plot of Mass Effect Andromeda because I'm pretty sure I got.
Do you want to know what I picked up from it? Do you want to go through that hellhole?
Let me give you my memory first of how far I got into that game. I think I hit the 90% mark, then gave up. I'm not even joking because I have it installed and I looked at my achievements. I didn't load up the game because I didn't feel like it, but I got most things and I'm like, I don't see a lot more story achievements left. Did I literally get 90% of this game in this? 75% off the market.
I did the exact same thing with Mass Effect 3. Exact same. Remember when I told you I played it the first time but never beat it?
Yeah.
So, unbeknowingly, I was doing the London mission.
Oh, so you were literally at the end.
Yes, and then I got to... I was just about to get done. Like, I know I did the wave mode, but I think I stopped on the wave mode because either I got pissed at it one day or like my computer crashed or something, and then I never played it ever again. I got to the very end, and I just stopped. And I did know it. I did know it was the end.
Yeah, you got a better memory than me because I don't remember Andromeda. Like, that's how bad it is. I don't remember Andromeda except for like a single glitch clip I have. And that's it.
I've never played it.
It's yeah, like
Alright, so from what I could tell from the review, like you play as a set of twins, right?
Yeah, you play as Ryder. Yeah, that's your dumb name. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But it's with the Y, so
God, I fucking hate that name. God, it's so stupid.
I forget.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, you get to play as, or you just make your name Ryder, so that also works.
Rider, Ryder.
It's, and I'm pretty sure, like, and that's why I also have issues with how EA handles BioWare, cause, I felt like there was a budget, and there was a timestamp.
And this is why we don't like EA.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. I know it was go to a new galaxy, find habitable planets.
Basically, you're trying to find planets.
There's another alien ancient race trying to stop you, I think.
Yep. Do you remember what they do?
They kill them. That was it.
They don't kill them.
Uh-huh.
They take their blood and infuse them, and basically they become a fusion. They do a Banjin Boo thing, but in a very twisted way.
Okay, like there are flashes of images.
You'll understand this better. You'll understand this better when you watch Hunter x Hunter to the end, but they basically do what the Chimera ants do, and they take the species, they drain them of their blood, or they eat them or some shit, and then they take on traits of that species.
Oh, so they pull a more refined Full Metal Alchemist.
Trust me when I say this, you'll get it. Chimera Ant, Hunter x Hunter arc. Last arc.
Ugh. Alright, send me an invite when you... Oh, that's a long list. Holy crap. Oh, that's why I get from the Lotuses going on right now. Oh, anything of value? Or they're all just skins?
Oh, anything fun in there? I didn't even check that out.
Let me press accept.
Alright, so we probably should start talking about Mass Effect soon. Alright, so Mass Effect 3's ending.
No, we're just getting into this now, because once again, I'm trying to remember Andromeda, and it's very hard.
Why are we doing... But why are we trying to remember that game?
Because Mass Effect 3 affects Andromeda.
Does it? Does it really?
You saw the ending, remember?
It was not not. Okay, here's the thing. I actually, like, thinking about this the entire day,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and I don't really think I will ever hate that ending, and I don't get why people hated it so much.
Okay,
Like,
so just to
I
make
can
sure,
understand
you didn't get
yeah,
you didn't download the ending fixer DLC. You just watched it, right?
yeah, I just watched it. I got the actual ending for when you destroy the barrel on the right. Shepard dies because she's just synthetic, and it basically kills the entire. It's
Mm.
all synthetics,
Yay.
and it destroys the mass relays.
Okay, so let me put it to you in the best perspective possible.
Yeah.
Let's say, because you had the experience of not getting your
Going from
saves
1, 2 to 3 basically in 6 months.
exactly, but the first time you played it, you didn't have that experience. So it's kind of just kind of like,
No.
yeah, my choices didn't really matter too much because I'm just going into this again. I do it to the best of what I can remember, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Correct?
In this playthrough?
No, your previous one, because I remember you say you could never get what was it? 2 could never go to 3, or you never did them in order with your saves being transferred.
I never did them on the same console, so like 3 I had to restart
Mm-hmm.
on I think Obsidian or no, Origin on the PC. So I couldn't like you couldn't take from Steam,
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't take those files. So I had to play it with basically if you play like Dragon Age 2 or something, you have to like pick what happened in Dragon Age 1.
Okay, yeah, there's that. There was and this is not counting any DLC as well. Just avoiding
No,
that
I didn't do
out.
any DLC.
It's more or less of you're going through this entire story, this big magnum opus of almost like a Star Wars trilogy. And the issue with the
Okay.
trilogy in every sense in the world is how do you end a trilogy? What's the best way possible to end a trilogy? And there's usually they kind of just go into the same tiers of everybody wins, only one side wins, everybody loses, yada yada yada. And with the Mass Effect ending, and like I said, it goes strong. But then it hits the kids section, and there's a lot of weird issues with that in the sense where, don't get me wrong, I do believe Shepard should have PTSD in the hardest degree possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, the fact that you don't, well, you do now, because that's literally the most of the plot of Mass Effect 3 is almost any scene where you're either going into bed, having sex, then going to bed, or just laying down
You
for like
have PTSD.
yes, about the kid. And the thing about it is either you get the party that cares and the party that doesn't care. Most people didn't care. They think, okay, it's just a kid flashback. That's really not going to come into play at all whatsoever. And then it becomes, okay, so there's this ancient race with the super weapon. And the super weapon the entire time was the Citadel. Who would have known? Right?
I don't find a problem with that personally.
Right. See, that's fine. My idea, like, okay, yeah, the home base was the precipice of a lot of plot points by the end of everything. Makes sense. Bring it home.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Have it be that. It's familiar. You don't have to like introduce a new Deus Ex Machina. Deus Ex Machina was there from the beginning.
Now the parts I'm trying to, like, it's been a while since I've checked these. The parts I know people had a big problem with was the elusive man siding with the Reapers. That's one I know people had a problem with. In scope of his character.
That doesn't. I see why he did it though. Like the entire time that cutscene was going on, he wasn't exactly siding with him. He thought he was right, and that was the scary part.
And
you thought he was the person that was in control, and he lost control because he was foolish. He didn't think about the entire situation. He was selfish.
And the weird part about that is that Cerberus has been going on for some time in the, like, as you, yeah. I think you remember in you saw in the Mass Effect one where like there's small hints and pieces of Cerberus around the place.
Yeah.
But they weren't the immediate threat. At least you thought they weren't the immediate threat.
Yes.
But they have like just as much information as you do by Mass Effect 2 when it comes to the Reapers. And the thing was that like, yeah, they're not to be trusted for very obvious reasons. You're not gonna win.
But he didn't try and trust them. He
tried to control them.
He tried to use a tech.
Where's A? Hold on.
And that's not trust. That's domination.
Which
it would be the same.
Wait, is A down? Oh.
For your analogy.
Mm-hmm.
For the same analogy, for like just reference sake, that would be the same thing as asking a slave owner and a slave, "Do I trust you?" "No, you're controlling me. You're a piece of shit. I don't trust you at all." What he thought he could do was control them, not be their friend.
And then what was it? Wasn't it just 2 choices by the end of it? Right? Was it 2?
Yeah, it was just 2 choices. It was you can control them, but you basically become what the child was, the controller of the Reapers, and you basically do what the Elusive Man said, and I think that would be the better outcome for the galaxy, but just the way that I was role playing the character and what I did with Shepard, obviously I chose against it. But I could see, I think that one kind of worked overall for the galaxy as a whole, even though not kind of at first.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose the other one. I chose the destroyment one, where you basically just die.
Yeah, that's
and
what it
destroys
was.
all synthetics.
So the reason a lot of people had issue with the ending was it was too black and white.
I don't.
For like everything
that's
that
what
it led.
Paragon and Renegade.
Yeah, that's
are.
the weird part.
That's exactly what they are. Is they're supposed to be a yin and yang of each other. One person can go through and be a complete pacifist and be the good-hearted supporting person, and the other person goes through the game, still is a good guy, but as someone who doesn't take shit from anybody. And if someone gets in their way, they will die.
But I think
that's a black and white choice, but they're both on the way of good.
Is how they did the black and white choice, whereas, let's say KOTOR, for example, there's only 2 endings in KOTOR 1. Either you beat Malik for the good and you save, or you beat Malik and you destroy everyone and take over the Sith. There's only 2 versions of that, but in the dialogue there are multiple choices for it and ways to say it. See, they just kind of put your options there and go like, this is the end, choose. And like either option really seems kind of meh.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with that. Because the entire time up to that point, you're making choices for the betterment of humanity, for the worst of them. Like, I don't really think that needs to be any more than what it was. Like, I honestly was very satisfied at the end of that game with how that ended, because it makes sense for the universe. The universe can't live on after this. Everything has to be purged. Like, in terms of like the mass relays, like that makes sense to me. Like, I'm fine with that ending being like that.
And then I think just people wanted more out of it. Like, they wanted more. They didn't want it to end. And they were like, well, now it's over. What are they going to do now? And then Andromeda came out, so that was kind of also a bad enforcer.
Exactly.
That was kind of...
You don't want that, guys. Come on.
That also did, like... But that's besides the case. But that's why they added the additional DLC, just to have more choices for an ending.
What was do you remember what the final choice was, or no?
For the DLC version?
Yeah.
I could look it up real fast. I think it was like 4, and that was it.
Do you know what they were?
Nope, that's why I'm about to look it up. 'Cause I know they don't matter.
Gotcha.
But I did it vanilla-wise, because I'm like, that's... Why would I download these? Let me just see what the regular version was. I did the same thing.
I understand like why people are pissed about... Sorry, one sec. I understand why people are pissed about the endings being so black and white, but at the same time, that's how the people wanted to end their story. That's how the visionaries and story directors, that's how they wanted to end it. And in terms of a story aspect, it makes sense. Like, Crucible's been there, the Citadel's been there the whole time. They're both the same thing, just a little different. I'm calling it one ending for pointing sake.
Yeah, they added it to just the 4. That's all it was. And it was to refuse, to destroy, to control, and to synthesize. It's kind of the main 4 points of it. Like I said,
what the hell is synthesize?
That's a good question. Let me check that. But like, I think that's what it was. It was just like having two options didn't really make people feel like it really was a grand. I have not been paying attention to this. Are we done?
It's okay. I've been trying to.
Oh no, we're on a different round.
We have one more round to do. We have to do 2 rounds of it to get.
My bad.
Success.
I was not paying attention. I was looking this up.
You're good. I've been trying to like pay attention on the
Let
side.
me just synthesize this because I don't remember. I was just curious.
Cool. Look it up if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would assume basically you get rid of all organic life and let synthetic life take over.
But like that's the thing about when it comes to ending a trilogy, and when it's a trilogy that's centered around choices, you like having more than just, hey, here's the two, call it. And at this, like if it was Mass Effect 1, I completely understand. But when you hit like the third, they kind of expect a bit more development in your ending. Just a tiny bit more.
I don't know.
Also, the kid thing was just kind of underwhelming too. It was like the final choice.
Yeah,
that was the one thing.
That was kind of weird.
That was like the one thing where I'm like,
the kid thing was kind of weird.
I kind of wanted to be like, you know, something else. That was the one thing that threw me off. The kid. Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I really wish it wasn't the kid.
I bet you if it was the kid, it would have better reception. It's just like, hey, this kid's giving you the 100%. 2 universe-ending choices. Roll with it. But let me see.
The kid thing was kind of weird.
Yeah, I gotta play. Andromeda's gonna be on the back burner list. 'Cause I remember that's a lot of grinding.
We all have a few.
They brought back the Mako. I remember that. I remember that.
The Mako.
You remember exploring planets?
Oh.
Yeah. You remember that sensation of trying to drive that thing properly?
Oh.
Let me see if I can look this
I forgot what that thing was called. I hated it so much.
I remember the name because I have to. Because it's the equivalent of the Batmobile in Arkham Knight. Oh, never mind. Let's see. There are, let's see, 8 different endings.
Do you mind giving me a brief summary? You've piqued my interest.
Let me do like I'm gonna try to pay attention to this.
Real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to do a quick read because IGN is
it's a bitch and a half. Oh, you know what we did? I realized we pressed continue mission. That's why we're not done.
Yeah, this is probably not the best mission to actually now I'm thinking about it to go for.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's do some shitty Axie relic missions or something, see what we get from this.
Yeah, because I need a second to read this.
Yeah. You know what we should do? Actually, we can do this. We'll just bring Octavia. We'll both bring Octavia.
You know what? That's a good point. That'll solve all problems. I was just about to say Mesa, but yeah, Octavia will solve us way more work than that.
Oh, God, yeah. You don't even have to move.
Alright, give me a second, because even I don't remember all of this. Then again, I think my character kind of like, once you beat the trilogy, you kind of feel satisfied. You look up the couple endings once, and then you call it.
Yeah, you don't really care if they put any more in, because they're just trying too hard.
Okay, so, that's why.
How I feel about the ending, how I can't...
Oh, sorry. Continue first.
I guess how I feel about the endings, just as a whole, as an actual ending.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine with the choice to make that. I didn't expect anything out of the ending because my fun point time was the entire game getting there. This entire game was the ending, in my opinion. Like, it only takes place over like a few months. You have basically from 30 minutes into the game, you have your objective. And then the entire game is to how to get to that objective. So that final choice to me was fine being what it was, and I didn't expect or don't want anything more from that. Because at the end of the day, that's how the creators wanted to end their game. That's the story beats that they wanted to hit, and I, for one, was satisfied with it. And if you bitch about an ending on the internet, I think you're an asshole. Because what would you have done better?
I'd have to replay that to actually say that. And I don't feel like replaying that trilogy right now.
That's fair.
Like, that's the one thing about that.
I don't want to know. Don't do it. It's not. It's worth it, but don't.
No, I've done it once. I'm done. I played it once originally, and I've done a full playthrough with all the DLC, and that was a fun time on its own. But I don't need that again. I'm good. You know, I'll put it this way. If Xbox puts it on the Game Pass for free, I'll touch it.
You don't have to do that.
But I'm not. Oh yeah, I forgot they changed the ending screen. All right, hold on. Let me. All right, so I forgot that military strength was a thing.
What do you mean?
Okay, you remember how in Mass Effect 2 the entire thing is make sure everything's set, your campaign mission is done, upgrade for the final mission to be done?
Yeah.
Mass Effect 3's thing was the military strength. So the choice you made added to your military number.
Oh yeah, I paid attention to that until about halfway, and then I just stopped. I didn't give a
Yeah.
shit anymore.
And that's a modifier that can kind of show what happens to... Let me see. The state of the Earth, the state of Shepard, and the state of Normandy. Of the Normandy.
Hmm.
And depending on...
Good thing I had that shore leave.
Yeah, so if you get it to max, and for the destruction choice... Oops. Man, I hate IGN's thing on phone. Destruction choice, Earth is saved, squad mates survive, Shepard lives. For the control one, Earth is saved, squad mates survive, Shepard dies. And let's see, I gotta see what synthesis is, because I think that one's just melding with the Reapers, and I gotta X out of this. This one is Earth and
that sounds terrifying.
Earth is saved, squad mates are survived but are synthesized, and Shepard dies. So let me see what that is about.
Interesting. Question mark?
Give me one sec here. Let's see what we got.
Take your time. We have all day.
Yeah, I got
that one tasted really good for you guys.
And I got changed to Octavia.
Oh yeah, I was just doing that. She's so pretty. And she can actually dance, unlike my homie.
What is the gimmick with this one? Because I think it's just literally what happened to the elusive man.
But he dead. That's just what happened.
Let's see. Shepard.
Nothing else needs to happen there.
Let me read the description here, because I'm pretty sure it's just Mass Effect Andromeda. Shepard adds their energy to the crucible, thus creating a new synthesized DNA. The catalyst explains that this is the best option, since synthesis is the pinnacle of evolution and will render Reapers obsolete.
Basically, humans become Reapers.
Yes. And this is the most...
everyone becomes Reapers.
Pretty much. Basically, it's the most...
Okay, but so my problem with those is being added endings. All those do is give you a few different things to choose. And that's, like...
Oh yeah, I don't think this solved the problem. It was just that jarring that... No. It was so badly received that they had to make a new one. I'm like, wow, that says something. Like...
And I think that also says something on, like, either pressure to the devs. Like, I don't know. To me, it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't my perfect ending. It wasn't how I would have ended it if I was given the choice to do it over again. But
like I said, I hope that's how the writers wanted to end it. I hope.
I do too. If that's how they wanted to end it, I am satisfied with it, because to me that was a satisfying ending. Shepard risked her life to do something. Wherever your choice was, you are now a literal fucking legend, as you should be.
The ultimate sacrifice.
I don't see the problem.
You'll be a legend,
this.
but no one will remember you.
That's not true. No. The Stargazer and the Child.
The who? The what? Shepard.
Stargazer and the Child.
Oh, don't worry. We'll tell tales of Shepard. Who? Exactly.
I don't know.
But
I feel like it got a lot of just negative, like just super negativity. When
let's actually look this up.
Wasn't that bad.
I'm curious. Let's go to the good old Reddit and see. I'm curious of what was the reason.
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up on my end.
Why was it so badly received?
Let's see what happens here.
Because I'm actually curious. Because, like, I played Mass Effect 3 late. I didn't play it when it came out. No. I played that thing late.
Yes, apparently so did I. Like, almost 8 years.
Let's see. Just let's
see what this is. Okay.
there's an interesting list here. Let's see. Oh, the extended version actually changed some cutscenes too. Ooh, okay. I did not know that. That's interesting. Yeah, no, this is actually something here.
Someone lists the final level being a boring corridor with wave enemies. You shoot 3 husks in slow motion while you're basically half alive. It's a small quick time event to keep you on your toes.
Well, oh, they had a DLC message after the game was done.
Oh, Jesus. What happened?
I don't know.
What was it?
I don't know, but it's like 9th, and it ends with the story of the shepherd thing, and then a goddamn DLC message. Okay, that was actually bad. I won't lie. That's an EA move. We can agree on that, right? That's an EA pull.
Say that one more time.
I was saying that's an EA move.
I was reading, sorry.
To have a DLC message at the end.
What'd they do?
So apparently...
What did it say? You're not wrong.
I gotta see if I can find it.
Ugh.
If that's actually legitimate, that's terrible.
Oh, wow. Sorry, the 9th and final ending with a masturbatory, and that's the story of Shepherd Thing, and that goddamn DLC message.
Oh, I'm really curious if I can find that.
The DLC message was not very well received either.
That's like saying you end the trilogy and then, hey, we have this new show coming out later this year. Yeah, no, I can't find that. I'm really curious about that. That's annoying, but that's also saying, hey, we're glad to see that you beat our very long trilogy game after all these years. We got some DLC coming out. So you can play it all over again.
Yay. Fucking assholes.
Because I will say this, like the Mass Effect, that's a one-time thing. You won't play it again for like another like 4 to some years, or you will never play it again. That's literally it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it'll be for a very long time.
Yeah. I like compares. It's not like Dragon Age 2 though. That's actually solid. Yeah, it's not like Dragon Age 2.
Could have been worse. I don't know. I think there are far worse. Like, the entire trilogy as a whole is a 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, no.
One of the near perfect games. And near perfect trilogies. The stories are very compatible all the way throughout, and your choices do matter all the way until the end. And you can say up until the end, but in my opinion, they do matter. And the fact that people are bitching about just the ending, and they're not even talking, the fact that people remember Mass Effect 3 as the shittiest ending ever, when in reality it wasn't. Like, I would much rather watch that ending 10 times before I go to bed than having to watch the final cutscene from Borderlands 3's main story.
Oh no, I gotta hold on that one. I would gladly watch that final cutscene over and over just to laugh. I'd get more of a laugh out of that. I'd gladly watch that and laugh at how terrible it is. Because as I'm watching this, I could just say the lines, this girl is on fire, and piss off so many people.
There you have it, folks.
It is.
I don't know.
That would be a whole threshold we have to go to.
That bad. I don't want to talk about Borderlands 3 anymore.
Oh, we're gonna have to go through that game. You're going through this with me.
No.
Look, they're not gonna add a DLC character, so you're going with this through me right now. So
I already deleted it. You can't make me.
I can make Destiny do it.
This is true.
But in terms of like, once again, the Mass Effect thing, it's a great like achievement when it comes to just video game in general, and that's a hard thing to achieve in a AAA status.
Oh shit.
Oh crap.
The party by second.
Oh good.
My bad.
Just sent an invite. Like for a AAA game to do that is very like difficult to keep a consistent story going that actually affects it. That's why like.
And they did very well, and that's why I really hate that that game is known as the meh one.
But here's the thing: if anyone ever tells,
when it's not,
it's known.
At all.
No, it's not actually known as the meh one. It's just its ending is known as the meh one, but the entire game's still good. That's the thing. Like.
The entire game is fantastic.
People will say like the ending's meh, but then ask them about the full game, like, oh yeah, no, it's still good. No, play it. No one's gonna say don't play Mass Effect. I don't think
the ending was that bad. This is true. I have had one person be like, Mass Effect 1 is really bad and slow. I'm like,
no, compared to 2.
It has to set up its entire world.
Compared to its later iterations, yeah, and then for the time, because I know for a fact when you were playing Mass Effect 1, you're like, oh, I need the combat of Mass Effect 2. It'd be much more satisfying. Also,
yeah, you are. You really want Mass Effect 2 combat, but
that's with a lot of games.
Part,
and
yeah, like I'll be honest. If I wanted to just look at some flashy moves, I'd play Dragon Age 2. If I want a good story, I'd play Dragon Age Origins.
Look, DMC 1 is a funny dialogue, but DMC 3 is better for combat, story, and everything else. But look, as long as the first one's not terrible, I will gladly go through the first of your game, as long as it's not terrible. If it's terrible, I will gladly consider skipping it.
Oh god, yeah, we will. We do those over here. Yeah, we don't talk about
like
Devil May Cry 1.
We don't talk about Devil May Cry 2. I'll talk about 1 all live long day, but 2, 1 has my favorite voice line. 2 is a...
Which one's your favorite voice line?
I might have to send you this, because we'll do it after this mission.
Yeah.
Why do we choose the same exact mission? Oh, right.
Because we're Octavian.
Right.
It's really easy.
I forgot about that. I gotta send you after this, because it's in the... My favorite thing about DMC is the fact that it exists only because a Resident Evil game couldn't get made in that format.
That's amazing, actually.
DMC 1 was a failed concept for Resident Evil that they turned into a game.
Huh.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be
I never knew that.
It was supposed to be a game all about kind of movement and dodging and stuff, but then they realized this is not really going to work too well for our Resident Evil scope, so we'll just create a different game out of it. And that's why if you ever look at footage for Devil May Cry 1, it has fixed camera angles like Resident Evil. That's the only reason it has that.
That makes a lot more sense now.
And that's why in 5, when they remove that, it's such a godsend. But
they didn't remove that until 5?
Yeah, no. It became more open in 4, so you didn't have to worry about it as terribly as you did in 1. Because 1 is a lot of even 1's location takes place in a giant like castle that's supposed to be super spooky and scary. And you know for a fact that was supposed to be a Resident Evil one because of the way it's formatted.
That's okay, though. We don't judge spooky, scary things. Unless they're skeletons.
But 2's the bad one.
Scary skeleton.
I'll put it this way. Borderlands 3 was bad, but at least the gameplay was fun. 2...
That's fair.
Dante's outfit is cool. Everyone can agree with that. Everything else is like it's mind-numbing. It's like...
They still try and keep that Resident Evil format, but it just didn't work out.
They tried to make a sequel, and it just didn't work. It was the worst. It's like if you were... Alright, it's like grinding out for a gear item, and you don't get the drop, but you're still doing the same exact routine over and over and over again.
Ew.
And you don't... I'll put it this way, you can beat the entire game just by using the guns. The enemy AI doesn't work, and you can just stand in place and they won't even hit you.
What's the point of your game, Bethesda? Sorry. It was so
Capcom.
shitty. I assumed it was a Bethesda game.
No, it was Capcom. It was Capcom. But like, no, that entire game was just. I never beat it. Never could.
Meh.
I got so bored so fast.
I've had games like that, to be honest.
It is still one of the worst games I've ever played.
Oh man, what's the worst game I've ever played? I wonder what that would be.
Devil May Cry 2 is up there for the worst for me, like, because it's a franchise I enjoy, but no one will ever talk about DMC 2 because they will gladly remove that from the list. The only reason it ever comes up is because it's in its
Let's talk about how bad it is.
It's in the special edition for Devil May Cry, and it contains game 1, 2, and 3. That's the only reason it ever gets brought up, because it has to.
It's there by proxy, not by fun. Sorry, it's there by proxy, not by choice.
A game I did want to touch back on was Arkham Origins.
Oh,
because that's the weird one
to just see, like how, because it wasn't that it was bad.
It was a
just
different.
Kind of felt like a different type of Batman game.
I know it was a different
really
company.
Wanted that specifically.
Yeah, I know it was a different company, but like it was one of those things where like you played it and you weren't too sure why.
It felt weird.
Yeah, it felt weird, and you weren't too sure why. And you even go back and play Arkham City for a second, and then you go back and you're like,
yeah. I mean, to be fair, the last 2 games made me want to go back and play Arkham City.
I like Arkham Knight, Batmobile Simulator.
Yep.
Ugh.
I've never played it, and I never plan to.
It's such a good looking game is the problem. Like,
unless you're on PC. Ooh, Angry Joe. Ooh,
oh yeah, that PC. That was amazing. No, like it's Arkham Knight has a lot of good moments. Like, here's the thing. I don't say it's like for your first playthrough, it's a great time. After that, you have no reason to touch it.
Yeah.
The DLC does some fun, innovative things with the villains for the most part. But except the Catwoman one, that one's actually terrible. Don't ever touch that one. It is just the worst.
For Arkham City?
Arkham Knight. They added a Catwoman against the Riddler DLC, and there's only one problem with that entire DLC, and it's the final portion, because you're basically going to be fighting enemies on a regular square platform that winds up lighting up with an electric floor, and that's not a problem because, you know, in that combat you can flow around and move around the board a lot.
Yeah, because you're special with Catwoman.
Up until you're basically on a 2x2 square, having to juggle enemies, and the combat. And you know, Arkham Combat, it's floaty; it moves you around the room, so you can't stay like. All right, it's the size of this, Connor. Imagine fighting enemies and the entire other floor around you electrified.
I really don't want to.
You see, like,
I don't want to do that.
There are enemies like here, 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 and here, and they're running towards you, and you know it's Arkham Combat, so you automatically go to here, flow to the next enemy that's all the way over here. Yeah,
you are the Batman, motherfucker.
And I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? This is a challenge map, not like a DLC map.
They got really lazy and they started making a challenge map, and then they lost all funding for it, so they had to they started making a DLC, and they were doing challenges, and then maybe budget got cut because the game got fucked.
I will say the Harley Quinn one's a very fun one, because
oh dude, you talking about Arkham City one or Arkham Origins?
Both, because in Arkham Knight, you play as Harley Quinn having to sneak into the Gotham PD police department. And her stealth is funny because she doesn't have a stealthy takedown. All of her takedowns are loud.
Oh god. Ew.
So you get into a stealth room and you're like, well, I gotta actually think about this now.
Because you have to be very precise, and that's Arkham Combat.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, no, because Arkham Knight, once again, it's a game that like I recommend anyone to try. It's just that Batmobile is the worst thing about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Batmobile. We don't talk about the tank mobile.
Because it was like, No, all right. Arkham Asylum is being Batman. That's the whole like center around that. Arkham City is all about the gadgets.
You are Batman. This is a comic line.
City is all about the gadgets. Origins was more villain based. Night is literally
fine with it. Kind of.
It was villain based. That was its big pull, because the assassin gimmick.
Oh, fuck
remember?
Yeah.
And then Night is all about the Batmobile.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on. So
yeah.
in Origins, it was literally like the Christmas episode of, hey, we hired all these assassins to deal with Batman. You got to get it done. And they all fail terribly.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I love
Wasn't the first person you fought like the... Yeah, I actually hated that. It's like, no, that was Origins. Yeah, it was Origins. The first person you fight in that game, or like one of the first bosses you have to go kill, it's fucking Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Deathstroke is the hardest
he gets
person on
no
that
love. It's really bad.
Final fight.
Oh, you wanna know what type of fight he is in Arkham Knight? Do you know about that?
I know.
Okay.
I don't know about that, and I don't want to.
He's an endgame fight slash yeah, he's an endgame fight. He's a tank fight. You fight him in the Batmobile, you take out his tank, and then you knock him down, knock him out. I'm not even joking.
What? You don't even get a hand.
Nope.
He's literally the only person who can beat Batman in hand-to-hand combat. Like one of the only people on the planet that can do that.
I felt so disappointed, dude. I felt.
Are you serious? I'm getting angry thinking about this.
Because I didn't know it was just a tank fight. I thought it'd be okay, you know, get the Batmobile some love and then go hand-to-hand combat with him in like an arena. And I'm like, in Arkham Knight, that would have been cool.
Can we just talk about how hard that arena fight was real quick?
Which one?
Diverging onto, you know, better games. The one from Arkham Origins when you fight Deathstroke, that was a fucking hard fight.
Oh yeah, no, that was yeah.
I remember you had to be perfect for that.
Oh,
you were dead.
Speaking of fights, still one of the best boss fights in video games, Mr. Freeze in City.
Oh god, yes.
Still one of the best
I remember I would replay the entire game just to play that fight.
Oh no, I played it on what was it, like I Am the Night mode or something? And it's ill, but it's the like most fun thing of trying to figure out everything you can do.
Did you actually figure it out?
Oh yeah, that took a while. But like I put it this way, it took a while, but the reward was worth it just to get like you flowed so smoothly into each one because you planned it out so like meticulously. That you're like for a sec, like you plan it out like Batman would plan it out. You already know the entire layout before the fight even begins.
Because you've studied it at this point. You've done it so many times.
Exactly.
It's like a Dark Souls boss, but like with stealth.
Oh yeah, it's a great boss fight. Because it's the definition of, hey, use everything you've learned while playing this game. Fight the boss.
Do it.
And like,
here's all your gadgets. There you go.
Also, I will say this, I will love the promotional material for Arkham Knight of, who is this mysterious, it's Jason Todd, isn't it?
That was what everyone thought. I remember reading that, and I remember watching it like, the day it came out, and I turned to Brady, because I think we were still in, like, we were still all in high school, or like, just hanging out, and I'm like, Brady, I know you don't know who this is, but that's Jason Todd.
Who could it possibly... It would have been a bigger heel turn if it turned out to be Damien.
I was like, I can't be the only one thinking this. And the headline when I searched up the game was, mysterious new character. Is it Jason Todd?
If they would have said Damien, that would have been a bigger heel turn for me.
I mean, I would have been fine with that. That would have been a really badass way to put him in the story.
Because
you kind of already, you know, actually, I guess you didn't have Jason in the story yet.
Oh no, here's what they do in Arkham Knight, because I don't remember them really bringing it up at all in any of the other Arkham games. There's probably like small hints and nods to it, except in Origins.
Not to Jason, I don't think.
Yeah, because they bring it up in a section later on when you're exploring a makeshift bat cave. in one of the areas.
Yeah.
And he starts having flashback to Jason Todd, and I'm like, I had the same thought of, have they ever had any like solid nods to Jason Todd within like the mainline story?
Nope.
I'm like, this is
not at all.
Like I said, it would have been a heel turn if it turned out to be.
You had a DLC with Tim. I think they mentioned. Did they? No, they didn't mention Damien.
No, that was all Joker based.
Jason never gets love.
Yeah, no, and I'm like, okay,
because he's like the coolest one by proxy.
Yeah, and I'm like, after I played, I'm like, that would have been better if it was Damien, because that would have been a great heel turn.
That would have been awesome. Like, especially because like you set up Talia so hardcore in the last game, and she's dead. He could be trying to avenge his mom because he thinks Batman got her killed.
Which he did, but that's beside the point.
I mean, that's exactly what happened.
But there is
that would have been a way cooler story.
There is a Ra's al Ghul DLC in Arkham Knight.
Really?
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I think it's the only DLC that gives you a choice. And I forgot what the full depth. Kill Ra's al Ghul or let him live. I mean, I believe it's Talia.
They let you do that?
It's Talia that gives you the choice.
Now, okay, that makes sense. But did you actually you can kill him?
Yeah, or
Batman kills him.
Yes, kills him. I guess it's Ra's. So I never even in the death scene. Well, because it's the idea of criminal who has a certain amount of years versus guy that will always come back no matter what you do, and he will cause the worst possible outcomes in your life, which he did.
But that's what the Joker does, and he never kills Joker.
Yeah, so like I said, it's like that, or just put him down for 1,000 years or some junk. It's something like that. Either way,
or maybe he gets the Avatar and gets reborn as a child.
Probably.
And, he's cool for a few years.
Probably. He always comes back. It's just a universal rule.
It's just how it's how it goes.
I would be more interested if they attempted to do Arkham Knight without the Joker. I was gonna be don't get me wrong, I like the psychological gimmick of the Joker being there, but I would be more interested to see if they could actually pull off an entire story without the Joker. Mark Hamill, love the dude, but
he needs to stop doing the character for at least one game.
Non-Joker stories, they require a lot.
Non-Joker stories that lead into the Joker are the best Joker stories.
Oh, what was it? One of my favorite ones is from the an old Batman cartoon. I don't know if you watched it. Do you remember the Kids WB, the Batman?
Is that the one that wasn't the one from the 90s, was it?
No. That was the animated series. It's the one later on that had a weird more spectacular Spider-Man-esque kind of design look to it. I gotta look it up. Once again, Batman titles are so weird. But it had a good...
They really are.
It
Batman, the brave and the bold.
It was more a mixture of both, kind of the fun side of Batman, Brave and the Bold, kind of character designs, because they had very good character designs. Everyone looked interesting.
Okay.
But they had an episode where Joker essentially created a play putty that could turn into anything and make anything bounceable and kind of malleable. And he winds up kidnapping a detective, and the Batman choice of you only have so much time to get to him or something, or choose between one or two. And in the meantime, the detective attempts an escape and accidentally sets off the putty / Joker gas mixture. But Batman gets there and saves him. And
that's amazing.
The ending tease is the detective looking in the mirror, and his face slowly kind of enters the Clayface look. And you're like,
oh,
did Joker just create Clayface?
That's amazing, actually.
And then the later episode...
I do like how Joker and Clayface are usually used in tandem. I don't know why they are, but they always are. They never really interact that much, but they always kind of work together.
Yeah, and that's one of the good things about superhero shows and games, stuff like that. I like to see villains interact with each other and interact with the hero.
It works. It needs to happen more.
Like, you ever watched? Have you watched the latest seasons of the Young Justice?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Okay, there's a small gag. So, you know how, Megan, the Martian, and Superboy together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're in a fight with one of the villains they dealt with in the earlier seasons in a prison, and he's like,
okay.
And the villain's like fighting Superboy. He's like, I'm still mad about the fact that he stole my girl. I didn't steal her. I kind of, already got her. And like, same thing. He's like, we're married now. He's like, really? You guys are married? Oh, I'm happy for you guys. While they're fighting each other.
That's amazing. That's Spider-Man level banter.
Spider-Man level banter is when the villain banters back.
That's what he was doing, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I don't like that color. I don't like any color but that on that one.
Oh, do you remember the dark thing about the Harley DLC?
Joker down. No.
When she found out that the pregnancy test she took before was actually false.
But she took like 50 of them.
Yeah, that they all came back. It was false positive.
All of them were false positives?
All of them were false positives.
How does that functionally work?
I don't question being dropped in a vat of acid, what it does to your body.
That's fair. You got a point there, bud. Kind of forgot about that one.
Oh, man.
How did I forget about that? Yeah. Fuck, you're right.
I literally think that's the main reason the DLC just happened. Because Harley's like, well, killing the Boy Wonder.
Time to die.
Sorry, it's time to kill Batman. And once again, she's one of the few people that get close enough to kill Batman. That's the funniest thing.
Oddly enough, she's surprisingly effective at it.
Disturbingly so.
Actually, no, she's disturbingly effective at persuading the young lad who always joins him.
Look, it's
into something dastardly.
Well, luckily it's a different Robin at least 3 different times, so they all work the same way, apparently.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, one was more brutal than the other, and the other one has a little bit more of a bigger ass, but what are you gonna do?
It's also the fact that she's also a psychologist that worked in Arkham. Like...
Yeah.
It's not like she went there, then got turned to Joker. She was there for a while, so she kind of knows how to get in people's head. And if it's Nightwing, it's very easy. Just call him Batman. You do that for almost all the Robins, and they get immediately pissed off.
Especially that Jason one. God,
I don't know. I think, I don't know. I think Nightwing might get more pissed off than Jason would.
Okay, actually, New 52 Jason would not get as pissed off. 90s Jason would, but current Dick Grayson would get very angry at this.
Yeah, and Damien's just angry all around, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Damien's just kind of chilling. He does his best to try.
He does his best, and that's what matters.
Good job, buddy. Be there for your next football game.
Bruce at a parent-teacher conference is still the funniest image.
It's not big of a difference. No. Say one more time? Sorry, I was reading something.
Bruce at a parent-teacher conference is still funny to me.
Because you don't expect it. Oberon has a new look. Yay.
Alright, what are we doing now? I kind of lost track.
I mean, to be fair, that just kind of happens in this game. I want to see where the Oberon relics are, and if I happen to get one by this point.
Also,
uno momento.
I remember when I replayed Arkham Asylum, I forgot how short that game actually is.
It's not that long. It's just because it takes you a while to kind of figure out and do the stealth missions. And you want to take your time exploring it out. It just feels like a lot longer than it is.
Speaking of exploring, the worst also, collectibles in video games.
I hate that. Hate that Croc fight.
I love that croc fight because of how stupid it is.
I hate it because I was a child when I did it, and I was a scared child.
I was annoyed for the most part, and then I replayed it
I was a very
like a
bitchy
year ago, and
person.
I'm like, wow, this is way easier than I thought.
Is he a Neo? It better not be a Neo. I'm gonna be really mad if it's Neo.
Hey, but Connor, you enjoy collecting those Riddler trophies to fight the Riddler?
Anyone who enjoys collecting those Riddler trophies, and if you're listening to this, I just want you to know that it's okay to be different, and you're still wrong and you're still a piece of shit for it.
I think Jordan said he grabbed all of them in Arkham Knight. And they would.
And you know what? This is why we don't play games with Jordan anymore.
Uh, how do you like? That has to be mind
Dan,
numbing.
we said it. If what the doctor said. We don't. That's why we don't see the doctor anymore. God, I love that fucking game or series.
Oh man, God, the Riddler trophy suck.
All right, so I Neo and 11. I think that's the one. Let me see.
All right, let me change to someone else.
I'm Warframe hunting at this point. I want my prime. My prime boy.
Is he open?
Ah.
Okay, let's.
Is it Neo? I said Neo and 11. Do I have any? Let's find out.
So, I know it's. I'm really kind of hoping that the next Dragon Age the remake, your choices from before don't matter.
You know, this is one thing I've learned doing that, playing that game.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that trilogy. I'll call it what it is. It's a trilogy. Nothing matters between. It's just a really cool world.
It's like with the small hints and nods. Then again, I haven't played the Dragon Age Inquisition DLC, so I don't know if that will come into play more.
The most excited I got going from game to game was seeing two people. Three people.
Mm-hmm.
Varric, Liliana, best girl by the way, best girl. Morgan's hottest, but Liliana's best girl.
I mean, she won't betray you.
And I forgot what his name was. Oh, Hawk. When I saw Hawk in Inquisition, then I got excited.
Real shame that because of the next gen console crossover, they couldn't make him look. You can't create your character from before. Real shame there. That's the one thing Mass Effect 3 kind of had the extra bump on, since it was all on the same console.
Yeah. Fuck, you're right. Alright, I need to get energy, like radiant shit. What's the mission to do that? I haven't played this game in forever. I don't remember how anything works.
No, neither do I. I really should, but, you know.
I've been playing this game for so long. I just feel like I should know more about it. But at the end of the day, I really fucking don't. Infestation, Perception, Rescue, Exterminate,
A, B, C, 11, 65.
Agent, Sabotage, Assassin, Defense, Sabotage, Survival, fucking Arcwing.
Don't worry, I have.
Do you remember what the one's called? Where like excavation. Remember
the easy one.
Yeah. No, excavation's the one where you have to get all the radiant shit for what's it called? What's it called? Shit.
What are you trying to think of? I actually don't know what you're trying to think of here. Puck Uranus.
To make your void relics radiant. Sorry.
I actually don't remember.
It's no, that's exterminate. We don't want that one.
You might want it. Yeah.
I don't know how to like stop that from happening. So like apparently I just leave the squad when it happens. My bad.
It's inevitable.
Extermination. don't want you around.
I
That's
hope
exterminate.
that
That's
Suicide
sabotage.
Squad game they're making is not what I think it is. I'm just gonna point that out now.
What do you think it is?
Just another 4-player
Do
co-op
tell.
Avengers clone. They're trying to really make
Probably.
work in order to keep it
It's not going
as
to.
games as a service.
It's
Or
it'll
at least that's
never
what that
happen.
Arkham one looks like, actually.
Fetch
Never
will never
mind.
be a thing.
Look, we need to somehow budget on superhero games. I mean,
why?
single-player stories don't sell. Spider-Man didn't sell. I mean, it's the only,
Spider-Man doesn't sell.
he doesn't.
No. It was the worst game of all time.
Exactly.
Alright, cool. We're going here. Excavation. That was the name of it.
Give me
I
a
couldn't
second.
fucking remember the name of this mission type. You're good. I'm gonna enjoy some motherfucking goldfish.
What is this critical chance? 30%? That's not too bad.
We're going with the main home of Oberon.
Oh, I have charged chamber. That's nice.
Oh, nice. That's a good one for snipers.
I have a 0 prime Vectus.
Give us zero. What? How did you get the?
I built it some time ago, a long time ago. I just never had time to actually, level it up like I probably should have.
Just for reference, the Vectus was that sniper that I just kept using in the when we were kind of newer to the game.
I remember. I just never felt like upgrading it at the time.
That's totally fair. I respect that. I'm gonna bring my
Oh crap! I just accidentally did that.
gun.
That's annoying. Crap. Well, randomizer time.
What'd you do?
Accidentally reset the colors.
Which one?
Ooh, Mesa, but never mind. I found what she needed.
I respect that.
So that has that color, so I can just use that.
I'm gonna make that pink. I don't like that being gold.
I'm just gonna keep this.
Way better pink.
At least for now.
Here. This is actually what I'm gonna go with. That's way better. Oh no, I don't want that. Go away.
Well, it doesn't match the Ben 10 colors, but it does give me that nice Emperor vibe. Let me know when you're ready.
Just about. Just gotta change up the colors on my weapons. Because I'm gonna see how much I like this.
Also, I wonder, is it that difficult for them to do a Coda remake?
Yes. Wanna know why?
Because it's EA? Or because Disney?
No. Star Wars is owned by the mouse.
There it is, yeah.
The mouse doesn't like Star Wars.
If they can't make a TV series out of it immediately, then there's nothing they can do.
What's the point? I really wish that game would get a remake, both of them, because I think both of them are.
Well, because sorry, but
one is great, two is good.
They would mess up the marketing when it comes to what Jedi and Sith are all about.
I still think Kreia
being
is the best
badasses
Jedi and Sith together. Kreia is the best. I love Kreia. Kreia is amazing. Everyone should just go listen to her philosophy.
I don't know, man. I prefer HK's philosophy. It solves all problems. Kreia's causes more issues.
We are the renegade meat bagels. You are correct.
And then just hate Karth, because, Karth. But Caden's perfectly fine.
Actually, I don't know if I told you this. I enjoy Caden so much more now. So much more. Because of Mass Effect 3 as a whole, how they handled him, but that DLC was amazing.
That DLC
Caden,
is a one.
You just invite Caden over and he makes some motherfucking steaks. And some beers. And also, can we just point out that they're aliens and we still make fun of Canadians?
Yes. Because,
for being Canadian.
Space Canada.
No. Just Canadians. Just normal bitchy Canadians.
Oh, man. That's amazing.
I love it. No, Caden grew on me so much in the third game. So good.
Are you gonna help these people out?
All right.
He's just always that guy. He's honestly, if I had to compare him to anyone, he's kind of like Jordan. He's just the guy who's always trying to be there for the homies, and he's always trying to look out for
The
everybody.
exact
And he's
opposite of Karth.
weird, right?
Karth does not look out for you. He will bitch at every single thing you say. Like, you could choose literally the best option and he'll still complain about it.
You could save Bastila, and he would still complain about it.
Why'd you save her? No, we had a plan. No, we didn't.
I hate you, Kurth. For some reason, I just feel like you're listening. I hate you.
Look, we had a plan.
You know what we should do?
Mm-hmm.
We should propose to Disney that they should make a Karth side movie.
Side movie? I see a trilogy out of this. Here's the thing, he has an interesting story. It's just, you know.
I hate him. He's not. He would be a good rival, not a good companion.
Oh no, the bounty hunter would be a good rival.
True.
One. I just wanted two.
I mean, isn't that kind of what he was? He died and came back.
Yeah, look, we had no, like, vendetta against him. We just met him in a bar once.
Yeah, fuck Goku.
One. Two.
God, I hate that.
I love
oh my god, I'm getting PTSD. Oh, one thing I will notice that they didn't change about the Mass Effect game throughout the entire trilogy is the death. Yeah, that really, really just gets under your skin death music.
What was the death music? I'm having a hard time remembering.
I will play it for you because I fucking hate it.
Because I died the most times when it came to fighting my clone. And
I died more times during the Kailang fight.
It was the ending fight, and I died that many times because biotics with no cooldown is broken.
Yeah, this is why you put a shotgun on yourself.
Biotics with no cooldown is so horrifying.
Wait, what weapons did you normally use?
I don't remember. It was different than what I usually use for a soldier because I'm like I wanted to try something different since I was going biotics, but I forgot what it was. It's been so long. That gave me PTSD flashbacks.
I'll send this to you so you can hear it in your full, and then like you'll just listen to it and you'll just get like war flashbacks.
I got war flashbacks from fighting my very good-looking clone.
I'm gonna mute you really quick.
All right, let me see what this sounds like. Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they never changed it.
Yep,
they never changed it throughout the entire trilogy, and it always was really unsettling. I'm just like, God damn it, I did it again. I fucking died.
That clone killed me so, like, on the hardest difficulty, that clone is some work. Oh yeah, you ready?
I do want to make a general announcement. I know we're like, yeah, I'm ready. I do want to make a super late announcement to anyone who actually watches this, and you've, for some reason, hasn't gotten spoiled for Warframe yet. There's big spoilers.
Oh no, I'm putting a disclaimer on here.
Good, okay, good. Put a disclaimer in the beginning. Actually, can you edit this to put this part in the beginning?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Alright, disclaimer to anyone who plays Warframe, or anyone who is into Warframe has not gotten to the planet. Let me look it up really quick. One sec, wasn't prepared for this. You've not gotten to the planet of Uranus. Please. Just listen to this. Don't watch the video. Because there's spoilers, and I don't want spoilers for you. It's a damn good story. It's a really good hook and sinker. Please do yourself a favor and just audio it. Thank you. Disclaimer over.
Yeah, like that's the one they actually forgot about while playing Warframe. I did not think about that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I completely forgot about this until I was at work. And I was like, wait, we should just play Warframe because like we can just sit back and chill. Oh no, what about the spoiler?
Right. It's significantly spoiler heavy.
Yeah, I forgot about that when I was showing my friend who had just started playing. And I started zipping around in my spoiler alert, and he goes, "What's that?" I'm like, "Nothing. Don't worry about it."
Oh yeah, you ready?
And I didn't do it again. I'm ready.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like the game does a good job at hiding back spoilers for new players. It does a perfect job of that.
Yeah.
And the community
And
will
the community
say nothing.
too, man. The community really, really does a good job.
Ubisoft CEO explains how the company is aiming to change to prevent abuse.
Was that an actual fucking headline?
Yes. I love getting random news headlines about video game stuff because that just stuff like that kills me.
Sorry, I'm eating.
Oh, you're good, man.
How loud is that on the mic?
Oh, I don't even hear it.
Good. That's good. I'm trying not to be loud. Let me know if it picks up. Oh, that looks so good. Holy shit.
I had to change it back to what I thought it was. I'm pretty sure I'm off by something.
You know what? That's fine. That still looks amazing.
These
are the colors I went for. Yeah.
This is a fast reload. Holy crap. That reload mod. Ooh.
Oh, because it's one shot. That's all it is. So the reload has to be fast because the reload's basically the fire rate.
Oh, this one's 2-shot.
Yeah. So the first shot's gonna get that if you put charge chamber on it. First one's gonna get that bonus. But the last one won't. But that means you're having basically that big of a 40% multiplicative damage increase on like your first shot. So the first shot will kill him.
Oh, let's go to a dig and actually start this.
Shot will.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a great.
I'm getting Battlefield 1
great
flashbacks.
Weapon. Great mod. Oh, you're sniping.
Oh, it's fine.
I forgot what you were doing for a minute. It's okay. I brought my for fun weapon.
Oh man.
Here.
Oh, these guys.
Get out of here. Have some grass.
I'm so glad I got this great sword combo. This is so much better than the heavy swing one. It feels better at least.
Yeah. I have that one on.
Well, again, fuse mods and hope for the best.
Fair point. I will eventually. I'll get one. I just, yeah. Oh, don't forget about the
yeah.
I just did.
I'm hoping they actually spawn enough, because that's the one thing about this mission. There's always issues with getting enough of these.
I feel like they do the lens dirty and nerf it. No, it still does dumb damage.
I highly doubt they'll do that anytime soon. They have to deal with their current issue with their
everything else.
Yes. This game has balancing issues.
They did get rid of self-harm.
Yeah, they got rid of that some time ago. You told me about that.
Yeah. They did it on like the last update where I was really playing and then I just kind of hobbled off for a while. And that was about 4 months ago.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I'm out of energy. Shit. Oberon does that. He has that problem.
Well, it got destroyed. I don't know how, but
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it, I guess.
First time for everything.
Whatever. I guess they were getting hit too hard.
I'm sure enough gunfire will figure it out later.
Oops. Oh, also, I guess surveyors hold those things too.
Oh yeah, almost surveys hold them as well. Most
I never really
corpus
picked up on
enemies
that one.
usually do that too.
Most corpus enemies are surveyors. God, as a Borderlands player, I hate that sentence.
What?
Sorry, Borderlands 2 players specifically.
I'm still debating if I should play either Nisha or Jack whenever we hit the pre-sequel. I want to play Jack,
Nisha. Fuck it.
But one or the other.
I would say do Nisha. I think you'll have more fun. Jack is great, but he just from how I remember
I remember he's better for
my
endgame.
build with him. He's better for he comes together whenever like you get the final skill tree done with.
Yeah, he is very specific. He is the definition of he's better at endgame than he is.
Yeah,
Like solo
he's
Jack
kind
kind
of
of
like
sucks, to be honest.
Salvador. It was not the most fun I had playing a game
Like
that was
in
called Borderlands
total,
2.
Claptrap, Nisha, and Athena. Most fun. Wilhelm, I barely touched him. Like his skills are solid,
was all right,
but
yeah, he
he's
was
not
okay.
as
He was just
fun.
kind of the more underwhelming of everybody, but he wasn't bad by any stretch of the
He
means
wasn't Axton
at all. He was not that bad. He was not. No, he wasn't Roland. That's a better.
Oh, Roland. Like that's the thing about the turret characters. Like their skill is meh, but their support abilities,
amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh, my bad.
Yep. You good?
Yeah. I lost control for a second. I think my A button has been messed up since I got this controller. I just didn't ever want to return it, and now I kind of regret it.
At least it's not analog drift.
Yep. I'll take it. It's just a shitty A button. I just gotta press down kind of hard.
Oh, let's see.
Come now. Let me kill you in the ass.
Oh man, I can't.
Come now.
All right, I can't wait to touch The Witcher for next gen. That's gonna be a beautiful upgrade.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about this while I was at work, and I kind of forgot about it until now.
Mm-hmm.
What was your least favorite, like, RPG ending that you have personally played? That just, like left you with just, like, such...
Like a distaste after everything was done?
Yeah. Not dislike, distaste. That's a better word.
Mm.
It could be a trilogy, it could be just a solo run.
Okay. I want to say... Okay, it's kind of a weird in-between, and I kind of need your opinion on this one.
Okay.
Fallout New Vegas, and... You know what? No, never mind. Fallout 3 has my kind of, a bitter ending to it. Because...
It is kind of... Oof.
They had a thing, and the writing in New Vegas is significantly better than 3. And the ending for 3... The vanilla ending is... And by the end of it, your player can either... Sorry, no, your player sacrifices themselves.
For their dad, or their companion.
Yes, that's the vanilla one. That's literally the ending to the entire thing. No like end game, no like before DLC and all that junk. And I was fine with that to a degree, because a question came up that everyone kind of thought, and I thought about it too, and then I kind of looked up my line and realized that it was a long going thing, and that's why they added the update to change it up a bit and to continue the game afterwards. Was hey, how come your mutant companion can't just go in there? It's super radiated, right?
Yeah.
And I have him right here. It just everyone calls you like a coward or something for not doing it, and I'm like, really? That was kind of the smart option. Why do I have to sacrifice myself here? If anything, your dad just sacrificed him. Oh wait, never mind. He's dying. Let me rephrase that.
He's gonna die anyway, fucker.
Let me think. I'm trying to... Fable... No.
I cannot comment on Fable 1, but I can comment on the other 2.
No, one... Okay, remind me. What was Fable 3's ending? I remember 2 ends in the tower and you make a wish.
3, I believe, ends... I can remember the final mission. You have to take back Logan, and you have to get everything set up. You have to get the brothel. That's mandatory. That's not even a choice, actually.
Of course.
They removed that in DLC.
Obvious.
Okay.
Did that game have, like, additional... Like, not...
No, yeah. Then you have to go beat the demons back or whatnot. you go get a ruby or some shit. I'm not
I think it
entirely
was
sure.
Fable 3. It's a harder memory of its ending.
I know that the fight you have to fight against all the black mist, and you have to
Yeah,
fight But do you remember the dude who was kind of with you the whole time with a cool kind of scruffy beard?
kinda.
The one who like dies in the desert. He's the one who gets like partially taken over
Oh,
by the
right,
Black Ink.
right.
He was like your butler or like trainer,
Yeah, him.
uncle maybe, consultant, whatever. He was just kind of like the dude who looked after you.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah.
I believe he gets like the Black Mist ink thing.
Was he the final boss?
Like, takes his form. Yeah, like I think it kind of like that takes his form. But you have to like fight the Black Mist ink. And then you save the world from the darkness.
You know what?
Do the
That's
thing.
I might go through because I beat. Wait, no, I did the bad ending for one. I think I went evil. I went hard evil on doing one again, and that was funny.
I mean, it's not more evil. You're just kind of being an asshole.
Do you want to know the spoiler for the evil path?
No, I don't care.
Oh yeah, so you defeat what's his name?
Spoiler alert, guys.
It's for it's for
Fable 1. It's been out for so long.
10,000 years. You defeat. I think it's. I like how we both rushed over here.
I don't even. Do we have someone else join us?
Yeah.
Do we like open the squad up or something?
Yeah, I think it was open. We had someone join us, but I wasn't really paying attention too much.
I didn't know anyone else was here. I was like, oh no, you're down. Oh, there you are. Oh shit, who's down?
But no, I think it's like after you defeat the thunder dude that betrays you. You remember, right?
No, I in Fable 1.
One. The thunder guy that saves you from your
the guy
village.
from the beginning.
Yeah. After that goes down.
He's a bad guy all along.
Yeah, that junk. And after you do that, and you go the evil path, and I think it's the DLC. The headmaster, the dude that trains you in the beginning, the bald dude.
Yeah.
He goes to try to stop you, and you think it's gonna be like this big boss fight, but you just punch him in the gut. In the most Fable way possible.
Funny,
yeah, no, it's Fable, like, and that's why I'm.
That's what Fable do.
I don't know.
I will say though, on the topic of Fable, I don't remember who said this, so I can't credit them fully. I believe maybe it was, it may have been the Variety Hour, Cosmot show. I don't remember. Maybe it was Angry Joe. I'm worried about the game only because I feel like they're gonna try and make the Fable game too much like Fable, and it's gonna end up being a really bad Fable game.
Okay, like here's the thing about the Fable stories and junk. They're actually like, for one, they're funny. They're not like grand gestures. They follow usually the basic path, but they're interesting. Like in Fable 2, when you wind up ending up in the prison. Do you remember that portion?
Yes, I do. It was great.
But it's like, wait, your character actually got captured and put in this prison for some years?
Yeah, and you were just there for like, what was it, like 10 years?
Yeah, there was a time skip, and they better have that in Fable, or there are gonna be some issues. I need my time skips.
Yeah. Everyone had every single one of them had a time skip, didn't it?
Yep, every single one had a time skip.
Yeah, I mean, like the third one was the lowest of the two. It was only like a year, but it was still a time skip.
Yeah, one has the most, I believe. 1 and 2 have the most.
Really?
Because 1 you start out as a kid, same as 2. Then you go into your teen years, and then you go into an adult, and then you go further down the line.
Do you really start as a teenager in 2? I don't remember how 2 starts.
You start as an orphan. I thought you were a kid. A child orphan with your sister.
I don't remember much of 2 besides the ending, to be honest. I'm just not recalling it. I don't know why.
I remember in 2 you start out in like the poor section of the city you wind up going to later.
What's the main story of it? You mind filling me in on that? I actually don't remember it.
Okay, 2 story, because you know it's always the deal of your character winds up being the chosen one in this storyline or whatever.
Yeah, you're the guy, dude.
Yeah. So you start out as an orphan, and you just do the basic stuff, trying to make money for stuff. And a traveling peddler.
Oh, that's right. You get visited by the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
And then
he like throws the your sister or sibling out the window or something, and
he throws you out the window. He keeps your sibling. You? Yeah, he throws you out the window.
That's what it was.
So, yeah, it's a good start.
The sibling was kind of important. It keeps your attention.
And then I believe it is I forgot her name. The sister from 1.
Teresa.
Yeah, Teresa winds up saving you, training you, and then started to put you down the path, and you have to go find the heroes of whatever.
I remember now.
Then you meet the big chick with the hammer. I don't remember who the other dude is, and Reaver.
Reaver. Wasn't it that the person
who owned the brothel?
Fable 3 was like the son of the protagonist from Fable 2?
No, he was the do you remember the roulette?
Or grandson.
Do you remember the roulette secret society brothel area?
Protect the remaining dig sites.
Like that whole section.
3 or 2?
3. I believe it was like a whole no.
Wow, what the hell happened?
You're good? I got you.
I don't know. I guess died apparently.
Or
it's fine, I'm just gonna revive.
Gotcha.
Brothel area.
I think because I'm getting them confused because he shows up in both.
The dad?
No, the Reaver. And
no, I know exactly who Reaver is.
Oh no, I think the lore is that in 3 you are your father.
Should be the should be the grandson, right?
It's one or the other.
No, because I know that they talk about your dad being a hero, but I don't think that was implied that he was the hero from 2.
He was either the hero from 2 or the hero from 1.
Would have passed cause...
Your your lineage is one or the other.
Is not in. Reaver isn't in number 1, isn't he?
No, yeah, then you're right. Yeah, I think it is that he is the hero from 2. I believe that is the thing.
Okay, that would make more sense.
Because like when you look up the official lore on the wiki, you're like, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I don't remember much of that game.
The weird thing is, like,
a fun game nonetheless.
Like Fable's story overlaps each other. You like see characters from
really
before,
well, and just ways you don't really expect.
And the best part, like they do it well because it's like you're a new character, so you don't really know these guys' gimmicks, and even if you don't remember them, you can kind of get it real fast.
Yeah, it kind of works out in the end.
So yeah, when they make a new Fable, let's hope for the best. Because it's one of the things where I don't know what I want from it. And
I was satisfied with 3.
I was satisfied with 3.
I know 3 was the first one I played.
But I don't have a problem.
It wasn't bad.
If they make another one, like I don't have a problem with it. It's just I don't know what to expect out of it, and it's both a good and a bad thing.
I don't know if they're gonna keep the Revolution area. If they're maybe gonna go back to the beginning.
They better keep those demon doors.
They better keep fucking Teresa's in there. Would be big bad.
It depends on if they do a time skip or if they do a reboot.
True. But Teresa has to be there. She was there from the beginning.
Yeah, but she's old as hell.
Well, she's not really.
She's cray
I always
old.
thought she was more of like a. She's cray old. She's fucking old as shit. But I thought she was more of. Like she's more of like a spiritual being now, more than anything else. She doesn't really exist in the real world.
She could be now at this point. She didn't die in 3, did she?
That's how I always. I don't think she died, but I never thought she was really alive. I thought she was more of like a.
She was alive 100%. It's just that she was all knowing to a very high. Yeah, where's the X? There it is. She was just all knowing to a very high degree that you like. She could be viewed as omnipotent in a sense.
That's kind of what I thought she was. She just couldn't interact with the world.
Is that she's not a fighter? That was just it.
That's true. Oh, yeah, I went the wrong way.
Like that's why I enjoy her character in the other series. It's like, yeah. Oh wait, which way am I going?
I went the wrong way too.
Is the marker going crazy? Yeah, that's why.
It's over here.
I see.
Well, it's because it wasn't like shown because they're overlapping each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just kind of like I didn't see the left turn.
But no, like she could be there as a force, but like I said, it depends on what they want to do. If they decide to go into a very high future sense and go like a bit further in the years, I'm fine with that. Like, it's not a game where the word like there are choices in Fable.
I don't
without
need
a doubt.
to see any of those characters again. It would be a cool reference if we did,
but I don't need like
really
I'm perfectly fine with a whole new cast.
Yeah,
do my gist of it.
I mean, it would look at Fable. I guess it would call Fable 4 would be a really fucking good looking game.
I'm curious what design choice they would go for. Because Fable has that look. You know what I mean?
Where it's not quite cartoony, but it's not quite cel shaded either.
Exactly, and I kind of don't want them to go cel shaded.
I really don't want them to either. It looked really weird. It reminded me of bad times.
Like, it doesn't need to be cel shaded.
Please don't make it cel shaded. Please don't do it. If you're listening to this, FBI agent, please make it happen.
I don't know what to expect out of a Fable and what they would do with its combat. Because Fable's combat is really simple.
Super simple.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know what they would try to aim for when it comes to its combat.
Best case in that scenario, keep it simple, keep it easy. Keep it work to what they know. Don't really try and innovate it too much because you're just gonna fuck things up.
As long as I can make pies to fund my entire kingdom, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Exactly. That's all that's needed.
If you want the good ending in Fable 3, that's the only way to succeed.
Which one was the good ending?
Where you don't sacrifice all your plots of different lands across the kingdom for war profit. Because the entire thing is like, this thing's gonna come over the lands. We need defenses and protection, but we also need a clean kingdom.
And then that's right. Because everyone gets really mad at you, but then they love you because no one died. But then the other way around, everyone's dead and everyone hates you, but you tried your best to make them happy.
It was either become your brother or just become a good person. That was it.
Yep. And turns out Logan was right.
Oh yeah, no. Brothel was the best choice.
100%. Always go for the brothel. I don't care. I will always make a brothel. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, of course. Orphanage or brothel. I mean...
Listen, the orphans can go into the brothel. Brothel. Same thing, right?
Exactly.
Same difference.
Oh, man.
Oh,
let's see. Get Xbox Series X sometime in December at best, and then work from there.
Yeah. Right.